Welcome to episode 161. Does business lately feel overly complicated or overwhelming? Are you not sure what to focus on or how to get to your next level? Do you find yourself scrolling social media, looking at this expert and that expert, trying to figure out which methods actually work? Take a nice deep breath, mama, because in today's episode, I'm going to share the simple pieces you actually need to have to create 5 to 10K months or more. Welcome to the Fully In It podcast with Kate Saffel, a show for powerful moms growing life-changing businesses while showing up intentionally for their families. I teach you how to create a family-first and profitable business in less time by leveraging simple strategy, mom life-friendly systems, and above all, the mindset of going fully in it. You ready? 10 years ago, my marriage was failing. I had a newborn and a toddler, and my home and my days both felt chaotic. In looking for some kind of lifeline, I stumbled upon a new fringe movement called minimalism. As I read minimalism blogs, I felt a growing sense of peace and possibility emerging in my body. Even though my life felt out of control, I could at least bring simplicity, order, and peace to my home. So I began getting rid of things. All the stuff we kept for someday, the duplicates, the toys my kids never played with. I cleaned out all of the clothes from high school, the boxes and storage, and committed to only having what was useful and beautiful in my home. That early foray into minimalism led me to watch a video called Tomorrow Somewhere New about a family traveling the country in an Airstream after deciding that they didn't actually want the American dream with the big house full of stuff. A few years later, our marriage was mostly healed, and with a third baby on my hip, we left to travel full-time, doing the ultimate decluttering and living with capsule wardrobes and just a few of the essentials. I was so inspired by how good I felt living simply and pursuing our dreams that I trained under Kim John Payne, author of the books Simplicity Parenting and The Soul of Discipline, and I became a simplicity parenting coach. This was when my coaching business was born. So you can imagine then that when I launched my own business, I asked myself, what is actually essential? I kept it simple, and I have kept it simple for the last 6 years. What having a simple business has created for me is more space to do my best creative work, space to be a present mama, and the space to help more people. When your business is simple, you're not distracted by shiny objects like new trending ways to make money, the latest guru strategy, or even just getting lost in the scroll. Your brain can focus on what actually matters most, helping your people and being a present mother to your children. If this speaks to you, then let's dig into what you actually need to run an incredibly successful and lean business. Here are the 3 things you need. You need a way for people to find you, a way for them to fall in love with your work, and a way to pay you and work with you. That's it. You don't need a half a dozen digital products, a full offer suite, or extensive email sequences. You just need a simple pathway for you to help people and get paid for the work you're doing in the world. So let's talk about the first piece you need, a way for people to find you. This is you picking one method that feels natural for you, that allows you to connect with your best people over and over. It could be on social media. It could be networking events. It could even be a blog. Choose one that you are going to go all in on and let the rest go for now. Trying to be in a dozen different places will only wear you out, and it will lessen your impact. When I started my business, I focused on a podcast and Instagram. I had already had experience doing both, so this felt easy and fun for me. What would feel fun and easy for you to do consistently? And what do you need to let go of? Do you need to be on 3 social media platforms? Do you need to just be throwing spaghetti at the wall? Or could you commit to one way for your people to find you? Next, you need a way for them to consistently fall in love with your work. How does that happen? Well, you learn what your people struggle with the most and you speak to that in your messaging. You are so in tune with them that they feel insanely heard. This builds trust and connection. The more you show up for this regularly and show that you have solutions to help them, the more quickly they will buy from you. The final piece you need is a way for them to buy and work with you. I teach my clients to have one powerful offer until they hit 100,000 in their business. And then they can add a second one if they want. You will build so much more momentum and confidence in your business if you focus on being exceptional at offering just one thing. You also need a way to get paid. I know, this is so basic, but it's important. What is the experience you want your people to have when they reach out to work with you and pay you? Is it effortless for them to move through and pay for your services? Or is it complicated and requires you manually sending them things? One of the things that I help my clients do is create this system and automate it so you can wake up to money in your account and new people on your books. This is when business gets really exciting and it feels playful. How much faster would you grow if you went all in on one process, one offer, one way to communicate with your people for 90 straight days? How much faster would you get to consistent 5 to 10K months if you stopped hopping around with courses and strategies and mentors? Just like keeping a simple home that is a joy to spend time in, your business can also feel like a breath of fresh air. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, hard, or complicated. If this speaks to you, reach out to me about private coaching. I would love to help you and be your guide to a Breathe Easy business. You can use the link in the show notes to book a free consult call with me. Okay, that's it for this episode because just like business and just like home, we are keeping it simple. Before you move on to your next task in your day, I want you to ask yourself, how simple am I willing to let my business be? And what needs to change to create that? Okay, Mama, I am cheering you on and I will see you next week.